All right, I'm just getting set up here. I had a little bit of a technical glitch. Safari wouldn't. Hi, sorry for the delay. Had a bit of a technical glitch, as always, it seems to be. So, in the pants to get back into routine, whether for yourself or for your kids. I do also focus on adult sleep as well. So, these live talks, we're going to be they have a hard time sleeping, and there's not a lot of support out there for them. So today, I'm just seeing if there's anybody. I was still able to maintain sleep, my quality of sleep. I really did notice that my quality of sleep was not the same as it typically is. So just kind of touch base about a little bit around the science around why that is and things to consider and think about when you're eating and what you're eating and how that's impacted in terms of the regulation of the body. So firstly, our circadian rhythms or our body clocks are the things that organize our body and tell our body when to be active, when to rest, and when to eat, when to digest with the hormones that are in our body. 15% of um, our genes are made up, are impacted by our circadian rhythms. So that's huge. So it really does tell us um, that really works a lot together in terms of the timing of when we sleep and when we eat to when the hormone melatonin is released or when it tells our body when to digest. So the circadian rhythms start to develop when we're born, and about by 4 or 5 months they're fairly well in tuned. So in that early stages, they're they're developing their day and their night, the 24-hour clock. But after that, they're pretty well oiled and are impacted by the things that we do during our day in terms of our daily routines and our evening routines as well. So, eating late at night um, really tricks our body into thinking that it needs to stay awake so that it can digest that food. So, if we if we sleep, no, sorry, if we continue to eat late at night, our body says, no, we can't sleep now. We need to digest and process what's going on in our body here. So that gives us a less quality of sleep. We have less REM sleep or dream state sleep when we eat late at night. Um, and it impacts our melatonin when our melatonin is being released as well. So for children, I do suggest a light protein snack about an hour before bed. You don't want it any closer to that because you want them to be able to digest that food. But a light protein snack can have tryptophan, which is the sleepy hormone that we get after we eat like a turkey dinner, that has high amounts of protein in it and the tryptophan to release to help induce sleep. For adults, I recommend not eating 3 hours before bed. So I generally try to stop eating about 7 o'clock, having nothing after that, so that it allows my body to take time to digest what's going on. And so that it's not keeping me up or having an interrupted sleep at night. The type of food that we put in our body is also impacted. So if we have foods that are high in simple carbohydrates, like our breads or simple grains, sugars, those tend to give us a burst of energy and then a crash, making us more tired. So if we eat more foods that are more rich in protein, they can release fuel in smaller amounts, giving us a more sustained energy over time throughout our day. Children who have neurodiverse brains, autism, any on the spectrum, they have more difficulty with circadian um, with regulating their circadian rhythms. So they need bigger cues. They need it's impacted more about the outside environment to their circadian rhythms and how that's being impacted. So that's something to consider in terms of your child. If there's something that you're thinking about make change that might make an impact on their sleep for have better sleep. So message me. Thank you for joining me today. Please message me if you want to have a copy of my top 5 sleep tips, or if you want to talk more about talk more about working with me and what that's like. Please message me, DM me. If not, I will see you next week and see you next Wednesday. Take care and have a great week.